hoops in Columbia, South Carolina, but they do not mind. The reigning national champions are at home. They're the #3 team in the country, getting set to face a Duke team that has its highest ranking since 2014. What a battle this should be in Colonial Life Arena tonight. We're excited to welcome you to the SEC ACC Women's Challenge for this top 10 matchup. These against the ACC. Let's do it. And South Carolina controls the opening tip. Raven Johnson will set things up for the Gamecocks.
And Duke will start in a man-to-man defense. And this is an issue for South Carolina. They've gotten off to slow starts offensively, so we'll see how quick they can put points on the board.
Duke has been known for their defense under Carol Lawson, but this season they have added the offensive piece. 4th in the ACC in points per game, scoring over 83 points a game.
Keeping my eye on number 3 and number 24 in blue, Ashlyn Jackson and Reagan Richardson.
And the bucket goes up and in from Delaney Tom. Game. The size matchup was a concern for Duke. How do you combat that? The size of South Carolina. I mean, it's across the board and coming off the bench. Chloe Kitts cutting to the rack and finishes the bucket. On the bench, picking up that first foul. Donovan gets it at the elbow. Excuse me, Thomas gets it at the elbow.
Yeah, Thomas having to play the 5 because of the lack of size.
And Jana Donovan with the nice bucket there. Duke up by 2. Bree Hall in the corner. That's a good sign for Bree Hall.
No slow. And to see Bree Hall knock down a perimeter shot early, that's huge for South Carolina.
Up and in with a chef's kiss.
I mean, she led the nation in 3-point shooting last year.
Fagan saves it, kicks back out to Tahina Paopao. Starting her career at Oregon before coming to South Carolina last year. Raven Johnson in the corner. It rolls out. Chloe Kitts, offensive rebound. South Carolina is Kanawa misses the turnaround. 8-0 run for the Gamecocks. Johnson showing her physicality. 22% from the field, but trying to dig herself out of that.
Now only averaging about almost 4 points a game. Last year she was on that revenge tour because after Caitlin Clark waved her off, she worked on that offensive game.
They only went 38-0 and won a national championship.
It worked.
Nice move by Taina Mayer. In her 2nd season with Duke after transferring in from Boston College. Johnson will take the 3 again. There it is. Ashlyn Watkins misses the shot, but Chloe Kitts is going to help her and get the basketball back. Kitts trying to work on Fournier over to Tessa Johnson. And South Carolina's going to drive it.
Drive it.
Nothing like an overtime game in the SEC ACC Challenge. Notre Dame getting the win. We now bring you to Columbia, South Carolina. Courtney Lyle and Carolyn Peck with you. The Gamecocks
Ball screen and let the ball pop.
Yeah, because South Carolina definitely has a height advantage in this game. Maddie McDaniel. That overall in this year's freshman class.
Now I like this freshman for Duke.
Look at her battle underneath too.
And talk about getting some ups. She's got a vertical.
Tessa Johnson going after Mayer again. This time she'll get herself to the free throw line. Final 4 all-tournament team.
Well, 19 points in that final.
Bit of an ankle injury earlier in the season, but back and obviously ready to go. It's to the corner to Janessa Cotton. And it's taken away. Important to note, Reagan Richardson, who is the leading scorer for Duke, is on the bench with a foul.
And just, she plays with such joy.
They've already beaten 2 ranked opponents in K-State.
Full court pressure, and listen, Duke can get themselves back in the game with the pressure with still score action.
Pow pow. Bang bang. Top today, Jesus. Largest deficit of the season for the Duke Blue Devils. Jesus with the jumper. And the Gamecocks can take the last shot of the quarter. They have hit their last 3 shots. David Johnson in the corner. Trying to dump off to Ashlyn Watkins. And Toby Fournier shuts her down, and a little talking after that play. But let's go.
That's nice.
The South Carolina program had won 43 straight games until the loss to UCLA last week.
Long, she did not play a complete minute. Only 58 seconds in that first quarter.
Facts. Johnson off to Fagan on the roll. Inbound to Pow Pow. Trying to go coast to coast. Hard to step around the defense of Duke in the paint. Ashlyn Jackson, transition, got it.
Second three-point shooter by the name of Madison Connor that can flat out knock it down.
And Haley Van Lith, of course, transferring from LSU over to TCU.
The opportunities that they're getting.
Duke only shooting 32% from the field. Meanwhile, South Carolina, 62%. High-low, Fagan to Chloe Kitts.
So Aaliyah Boston, who's here tonight, Sanaya Fagan, she's part of those swatters as well.
Yeah, already 3 blocks tonight for South Carolina. Turnover by Fulwiley into the hands of Ashlyn Jackson. Mayer, Thomas. Full team effort for Duke.
Duke has not gone away. They will continue to play hard. I mean, that's what you're going to get from a Carol Lawson team, and they know with good defense, they can get themselves right back into this game.
Defense has been the cornerstone of this program for Carol Lawson and Duke. Chloe Kitts just having her way underneath the basket. 8.7 boards for Kitts. Wood, swish. Jordan Wood, who has made great strides. 15, now 5 for 10 as they try to catch up to South Carolina. Jackson using the screen. Donovan hitting Delaney. Thomas cutting to the basket. De Jesus looking for something to open up. Reagan Richardson in the paint, gets blocked by Chloe Kitts. Inside to Joyce Edwards. Freshman to freshman. Looks pretty good. Little nerd off the court. She wants to be an environmental lawyer. Oh my goodness! Maddie McDaniel just swiped that out of the air and go to the free throw line. If that had gone in, CLA. And it rolls 7 Pacific. Kentucky picking up their first.
#1 in the country in assist to turnover ratio.
Yes, she is.
That's a 7. She has a 7.
She's had 3 games without a turnover. Akanawa, no underneath, but they gave her a second chance and she'll finish. That's her first bucket tonight. Pow Pow feeding Edwards. Back to Pow Pow, right down Main Street.
But the pass from your post, that's impressive.
Yeah. Oh, the answer.
Bounce pass to Pow Pow cut into the basket.
By the way, those were the first points for Reagan Richardson of Duke. Joyce Edwards gets the roll. Ashlyn Watkins says, give me that basketball. Watkins all the way, the steal, the score. Pow, the steal. Giving it up to the freshman, and she's fouled. Jaden Donovan, her first.
5.
I did. Throw down a lot of dunks at Vanderbilt?
No. This is 6-3 right now. Picking up full court.
Joyce Edwards. Take a bow. Run. A desperately needed
with the speed of full Wiley.
.15 seconds. Fagan now at the high post. And Sanaya Fagan got herself to the free throw.
And I feel like Fagan, Watkins, Chloe Kitts, Joyce got the strength to play in the paint.
Yeah, last couple of years, they could just throw it up to 6'7" Camila Cardoso underneath. A 10-2 run for South Carolina. Mayer off the screen. Blocked by Ashlyn Watkins, South Carolina. 3.2 on the clock. Richardson. And she will be fouled by Tessa Johnson. Reagan Richardson misses. She's their leading. 1 of 2. South Carolina.
And inside, she helped 2 of her teammates through that whole defensive series.
Fagan back to Raven Johnson. Loses control, somehow finds Tahina Pow, and she crushes it.
But keep an eye on number 20 in white, Sanaya Fagan. She's helping everybody, anybody that cuts through the lane.
Double team Jackson, Chloe Kitts with the hard hedge. Back to her assignment as the bucket knocked down by Delaney Thomas. She's got 8.
Now, if I'm Duke right now, everybody whose person doesn't have the ball, I have a foot in the paint. Because when South Carolina's allowed the ball to get right there, forget about it.
And Fagan just going over the top of the deep.
I think the officials see it, they make the call, and that's it.
Forcing a turnover, Chloe Kitts will finish the play. 10 points.
So when a player verbalizes that you want to step up defensively, you can hold yourself accountable.
Verbalizes that and then seeing it on the floor. That's what stood out to Dawn Staley, that she's executing that defense. Tahina Mayer to battle in the paint, so adding weight was important.
Look, Kitts has the mental toughness. She wants to get in there and mix it up with the strongest ones.
Pow back to Kitts. Showing off that strength through contact, finishing.
That's just tough, right? Dawn Staley doing box jumps this morning.
Let's go. The rebound, the putback by Akanawa. I mean,
the nephews just adored him.
100% of your donation going directly to cancer research. So if you can, please. Fouled by Maddie McDaniel, her second, and that one up and in. De Jesus covered up by Full Wiley. Pulls up for the jumper a bit too much, but the rebound, the putback in midair from Jaden Donovan.
yourself back into this game.
7-0 run for the Blue Devils. Maddie McDaniel.
Oh, wow.
Back the other way, though. Oluchi Akanawa. Up to 8 points for Akanawa. So it's the ACC 6th award.
4 right now, and then the experience that you have with Tessa Johnson and Malaysia Fulwiley, who went to a national championship. Go start.
As a coach, what is the biggest benefit of having that production coming in off the bench?
If you get off to a slow start, you know what's coming.
Watkins just driving on Toby Fournier, the freshman. Right over her.
You know what it's like? It's like when you got a $10 bill in your purse, so you know that if you run out of money, you got something to go to.
I guess I should start carrying cash.
Maybe it's...
McDaniel didn't see anything, so they'll swing it around. Tessa Johnson comes to get it. 5 seconds. Fulwiley shaking the defense, bounces out. Fresh shot clock. And Fournier is going to foul.
Second time around, it's going to be Georgia that comes out the victor. I'm going to go out on a limb.
Or Arch Manning.
Arch Manning, let me tell you, his strength, his ability to run the football.
You know, he's got good genes.
You think?
Yeah. Turnover into the hands of Tessa Johnson.
His uncles were pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say his grandfather's pretty good, too.
Well, where he's got his name from.
Yeah. South Carolina can hold for the last shot of the quarter. They have controlled this game right from the start. They scored 28 points in the first quarter.
Fulwiley needs something good to happen.
I'd say that's good. And her teammates will hype her up.
Malaysia Fulwiley hadn't scored all game. Needed a wow moment, and she found it at the end of the third.
Right now, other games going on. Missouri up, Cal up, and Stanford up. South Carolina up here in Columbia by 20.
Malaysia Fulwiley has had a tough first half, this second half. The end of third quarter, she hit the bucket now to start the fourth with a defense.
Running out of time, and the shot off by Ashlyn Jackson. Duke with a second opportunity. Jackson for 3. There it is. Told us before this game she wanted to see how do her players handle this environment? How do they handle if they're down? How do they handle if they have the lead?
She's looking at it as an opportunity for you to be revealed of who.
Well, Dawn and Kara Lawson know what they were even. Matchup going head-to-head 5 for 5 in the WNBA.
That's Dawn Staley with the Houston Comets. She played for the Charlotte Sting. Those are the teams that I remember Dawn Staley with. Wanda Matt and Jay Stinson. Only 11 turnovers with a team that's bringing that full court pressure. Well, now that's up to 12.
Here's Donovan. Kick to the corner to Mayer. Yes! Taina Mayer. 9-1 run for the Blue Devils. South Carolina's got 5 subs waiting at the table.
Duke try to get this into single digits.
Oh, 42 for the game. Jackson the dump off to Donovan. A bank shot high off the window. Gamecocks trying to end a 10-0 run. Kitts gets the first field goal for the Gamecocks here in the fourth quarter.
You know, these SEC, ACC challenge. We were in Athens yesterday, and Virginia Tech was able to come back on the Bulldogs. Oklahoma able to come back. Not so easy for South Carolina to get those paint opportunities in this fourth quarter.
Man, Chloe Kitts adding to her double-double.
Points.
South Carolina has led by as many as 25 today. Up 10 here, approaching the 4-minute mark. Man, Chloe Kitts, look at her.
We talked about the work in the weight room when we were in Clemson. Now South Carolina just needs to be patient. Uh-oh, I think she got away with the travel.
Thomas, the steal and score.
Just short in the post position.
Yeah, Ariana Robertson, one of their freshmen, got hurt playing with USA Basketball this summer, so she's out for the season.
That's a rebound by Fagan.
Mayer finding a lane in the paint, and she'll bank it in.
Yeah, Duke not settling for just three-pointers, but just getting quick strikes as soon as possible, and then trying to put together back-to-back stops.
The toss inside to Chloe Kitts. Free throws are coming. Getting to play with Caitlin Clark now in the WNBA.
That's right. Lee won the second national championship for Dawn Staley.
Really nice ball movement for Duke.
Things like that last play are things they could have done all along. Getting the ball in the middle of the floor and high-low action.
Mayer with the takeaway. South Carolina trapping. Akanawa swatted by Sanaya Fagan. No, ma'am. 8 blocks for South Carolina.
Sanaya Fagan has had such a huge presence inside for South Carolina. Like I said, she has been the police of the paint for the Gamecocks.
Mayer skipping across the court to Wood. Kitts coming down with the board, up to 11 rebounds now for Chloe Kitts. She's tied her career high with 21 points.
Dawn wants to use the clock right now. You don't want to get up and down because Duke has shown they can be dangerous. They get a few steals, make this interesting.
I mean, they're only down by 10 points. There's still a lot of time left with 1:16 now on the clock.
Absolutely, it's all about clock management. And yeah, you try to lengthen the game as much as possible. So you want to, you know, after Kara Lawson could use them to advance, try to draw up and get a three.
Well, she can't advance yet. It's not under a minute. Mayer's going to try to score quickly, throws up a wild shot in the paint. That will stay with Duke.
It down.
Duke still has all timeouts. Ashlyn Jackson trying to shake off Chloe Kitts, who is all over her, and Raven Johnson fighting for the rebound on the ground.
There, I think it's a little more pressure to be a little more accurate when you're taking those face-up shots.
Duke got a foul right away?
Yeah, they need to. Yeah, you can't, because South Carolina can just use the clock. Either foul or you've got to try to force some turnovers.
And South Carolina's just going to get to eat up the clock here. Tahina Paopao short on the three.
Now, so what South Carolina doesn't want to do is foul Duke in the act of shooting.
like that. That foul is against Te-Hina Paopao. Oluchi Akanawa.
About her, she's a player who can score, but she brings great energy every time she steps on the
In the second half for Akanawa. And the crowd wanted Chick-fil-A if she had missed both of those. The Gamecocks are really good at home. 62 straight home wins for South Carolina. They pick up their third ranked win of the season, 81-70 over Duke.
terrific job, especially in the first half, playing through the paint. They won that battle